Welcome to our Radical Relationships video series. Today's topic is radical romance.
So let's start by defining a couple of important words.
The dictionary defines love as a profoundly tender, passionate affection for another person.
So love is a feeling, an involuntary emotion that happens inside you.
The dictionary defines romance as to court or woo with ardor.
So romance is an action. It's a conscious choice.
Our definition of radical romance is to energetically, creatively, and continuously express your love and woo your beloved.
This often happens by itself early in a long-term relationship. But over time, couples become comfortable with each other and become complacent, and the relationship becomes boring, stale, and routine.
We need routines. Routines can be comforting and make our life together run smoothly.
But routines can also become suffocating and boring. So we need excitement and variety as well.
So how can you spice up your love life with radical romance? Stay tuned and we'll show you how.
So what is radical romance and how do you apply it to your relationship? As we said, radical romance is to energetically, creatively, and continuously express your love and woo your beloved. This requires three things: a radical attitude, radical action, and a radical strategy. Radical attitude means you strive to be the best partner and co-create the exciting, fun, fulfilling relationship that you both want. An attitude is a point of view, it's a belief system, it's where you're coming from in your head. It's the way you think about things. It's kind of your lens or filter for the world. You might notice that some people have an attitude in a relationship that is very entitled. Like, I deserve to be happy, and it's my partner's job to make me happy. Or a codependent kind of attitude where, well, I don't really deserve love, so it's my job to take care of my partner and love them, so they'll love me back. So a good attitude in a relationship that is healthy and strong for both partners is where you both take responsibility for the relationship equally. I like to think of it as each of you take 100% responsibility for the outcomes in the relationship. Then radical action. You take initiative and responsibility by doing things with and for your partner every day that enhance your relationship and your life together. And we're really not kidding about this. Every day we have many, many opportunities to do things for our partner, make our partner happy from the moment we get up until the time we go to bed at night. And how you show up in the relationship in every nanosecond either expresses your love for your partner, your valuing of the relationship, what it means to you, what your partner means to you, or not. So radical action is about taking initiative and responsibility by doing things with and for your partner every day, focusing on enhancing your relationship and life together every day. Imagine what your relationship and your life would be like if you were working every day to make it the best possible. For a radical strategy on creating radical romance every day in your life, we recommend one-way dates. Couples can fall into compromise ruts where each gives up what they really want to do to find something they both can agree upon. For example, choosing movies. In my first marriage, my wife and I always compromised on movies. She loved love stories and animal movies and all the mushy stuff. And as a guy, I loved action-adventure and blood and guts and war movies. And we always compromised. So what was left? Pretty much comedies. So during a 10-year marriage, the entire marriage, we always pretty much saw comedies. And it wasn't until after that marriage ended that I caught up with Indiana Jones and Star Trek and Star Wars, and I realized that compromising continuously in a relationship doesn't quite work as an ongoing everyday strategy. A better way to go is to negotiate. So when you negotiate, you are coming up with a solution that meets both of your needs. But in a relationship, in terms of having fun together or what you do that is romantic, often it's rare that either of you get to have the kind of experience that you really, really want. So one-way dates is a strategy for doing that. 4 types of dates. Type 1 dates is where partner 1 creates a romantic experience for partner 2. They are focusing on partner 2 and making them happy and creating the romantic experience of their dreams 100%. Without thought of what they want or what they would prefer. It's absolutely 100% for their partner. Then type 2 dates are where you switch, and your partner does that for you. They create a romantic experience for you. They put their creativity and effort and energy into creating this romantic experience just the way you want it that would make you ecstatically happy without thought of whether they would want to do it or not. It's totally, absolutely for you. Now, type 3 dates are where partner 1 creates a self-centered romantic experience. This is where you create the romantic experience of your dreams for yourself that you want to share with your partner. So it's like they are a supporting player in your date, and you get to have it exactly the way you want it. And type 4 dates are where you switch, and your partner creates a self-centered romantic experience for themselves, and you are a supporting player. Your job is to go along with a good attitude and to help them have a good time, to help them have the fulfilling romantic experience that they really, really want, that they create for themselves. If you hate the opera, but they want to go to the opera, you're going to go to the opera, and you're going to like it. So, to make this work, here's some suggestions for you. First, discuss and commit on this plan together. This is not something that we recommend that you do by yourself. You could create an experience for your partner, totally 100%, without them doing it for you. You could create an experience for yourself 100% and ask them to play along. But this plan works much, much better when you are co-creating it, when you are teaming and being partners together, and both of you are doing this. So discuss and commit to this plan together. And schedule your one-way dates. Get your calendar out and schedule maybe months or a year in advance so that you both know when to expect them and you have the time blocked out. And we also recommend that you actually designate the type of date for each date on your calendar. So you might start off with type 1, then type 2, then type 3, then type 4, and then the next month start over again with type 1, then type 2, then type 3 and 4. So when that date approaches, that you both know what kind of date it is and whose responsibility it is to put the time and energy into creating the experience for that date. And then plan your date ahead of time. Do not wait until the last minute. Your partner will be disappointed. This plan won't work if you wait till the last minute and then you're struggling for something to do. This is about a quality experience. It's about having a great relationship and great romance, and it requires some forethought. At least a week before your scheduled date, go ahead and think about and put some plans in place for exactly what you're going to do on that date. Don't compromise or negotiate. These are one-way dates. If you try to come up with a romantic experience for yourself that you think is acceptable to your partner, you're compromising. If you try to come up with a romantic experience for your partner that you can live with, again, you're compromising. So this strategy works best when you are absolutely designing the romantic experience of your dreams for yourself or for your partner's dreams for them without censoring, without compromising. I also recommend make each date unique. Don't recycle past dates, even if you had a great time and you'd love to do it again, because what happens is you develop a routine, and that's what we're trying to get away from here. Also, keep agreements. A relationship is based upon trust and agreements about pretty much everything, whether it's, money or kids or chores. Your entire life together is based on agreements. Your one-way dates and your romance, you will discuss a plan, you will set the dates, and then you must keep those agreements. If the date time comes and you forgot about it or you aren't prepared, then you didn't keep the agreement. And this plan doesn't work, and if you do that consistently in your relationship won't work either. Budget your time and money. Definitely discuss that between you two, how much time to devote to this. Is this going to be a 2-hour experience or a full day experience or a weekend experience? And budget your money as well. Most people have limited funds. They're not able to spend an unlimited amount of money on these experiences, and really you don't need to spend any money on these experiences. Definitely have agreements around how much time and money to spend on your radical romance one-way dates. Have a positive attitude for each date. If you're creating an experience for your partner and they love the opera and you hate the opera, you will go to the opera and love the opera and really create the experience that they want, which is for you to have a good time too. If you have anything less than a positive attitude, then they will not have the experience that they deserve, and vice versa. Can you really have fun knowing that your partner is just gritting their teeth and getting through it? And lastly, don't keep score. Don't try to one-up your partner. Don't play tit for tat. Don't plan a date based on what your partner did the last time. Start each date with a blank slate. Don't keep score. A relationship doesn't work well if you keep score, and one-way dates won't work well either. So, sometimes one way is the best way in a successful relationship. So have fun and get creative with radical romance.